Hi, I'm Phyllis. Here at TakingOnTheGiant.com, we report about young people who change the world. One of our categories is women's rights. So, let me give you a brief taste of what these amazing young women do. First, Alexandra Brodsky, herself a victim of sexual violence at Yale University, is taking on this mighty institution.
Well, I think that the real problem here is that schools are viewing sexual violence as a problem of PR, of branding, as opposed to an issue of public safety and sexism. When people know that students who cheat are suspended for longer than students who rape their classmates, that sends a very clear message that sexual violence just isn't that big of a deal.
What specifically would you like to see schools do now?
I mean, it sounds basic, but we've got to expel rapists on our campuses.
Next, our story of Nirpaya, the Indian gang rape victim, when she received the International Woman of Courage Award from Michelle Obama. Next, the 3 teenagers who are responsible for the first woman commentator at the presidential debate.
It was brought to our attention that there hadn't been a female debate moderator in 2 decades. We just thought it was absolutely ridiculous. So we all got together and we decided to write a petition.
We learned through our online petition that this was something that was not in the minds of many Americans. So many people in our country don't think women are equally as capable as men are.
Everyone needs to be represented, and women are 50% of our population, so there's no reason why we should have been 0% of the debate moderator.
Gentlemen, thank you both for joining us here tonight.
Tahmina Kawestani realizes her dream to be the first woman Olympian from Afghanistan.
There is Kawestani of Afghanistan, making history by being the first Afghanistani woman to compete in the Olympic Games.
As a Muslim woman myself, I found the story so inspiring. How about the teenage girls who got 17 magazine to agree to show photos of girls who look like them instead of these unrealistic Photoshop models?
We work for an organization called Spark, and at Spark we're committed to ending the sexualization and objectification of girls and women in the media.
Amen.
Yeah. And our co-worker, Julia, started a similar petition for 17. And
so the petition was to basically get 17 magazine to agree not to Photoshop their models. You wanted real young girls to be represented in their magazine, correct?
Yeah. And all we asked for was that they have one untouched photo in every single magazine that comes out. But they went even further and they said they would never Photoshop again.
And then, of course, the powerful and moving speech by Malala at the UN.
So here I stand, one girl among many. I speak not for myself, but for those without voice can be heard. Today, I'm focusing on women's rights and girls' education because they're suffering the most. There was a time when women social activists asked men to stand up for their rights. But this time, we will do it by ourselves.
President Obama said young people 50 years ago paved the way for civil rights. He also said that he believes young people today want to change the world, which is exactly what we here on TakingOnTheGiant.com believe. We report on young people doing amazing things. And what incredible youth are doing in your part of the world, check stories by location. You have to do a report for school? Check here for over 100 interesting young people to write about.